Hello everyone. Do you dream of working at the world-famous Big Four companies, Deloitte, PwC, EY or KPMG? Then here's the good news. In 2025, the Big Four firms are on a massive hiring spree with thousands of job openings across consulting, audit, tech, operations and finance. EY alone has announced 4,500 plus jobs in India with 300 plus entry-level roles. Whether you are from engineering, commerce, business, economics, law or even arts, they hire for almost every field. They offer competitive salaries like 4 to 7 LPA for freshers. And if you join with CA, CFA or MBA degrees, then your salary can start at 10 lakh LPA. That's why in today's video, I will cover how to apply for jobs at Deloitte, PwC, EY and KPMG, how to create resume for these Big Four companies, complete Big Four hiring process and how to prepare for it. On this channel, you get detailed hiring processes of many companies. We create these videos after collecting information from companies' official websites and after talking to their employees and HRs. Finding a job is a consistent effort and would require you to apply to at least 10 to 15 companies in a week. The channel will help you to know names of the companies, their processes and the kind of roles available for fresher. To take this channel as your job guide, so subscribe to the channel to get full advantage of it. Now, if you are wondering what kind of entry-level jobs you can apply for at these Big Four companies throughout the year, then here is a quick breakdown. Deloitte runs programs like Graduate School Maverick, the Analyst Program, and a summer internship program for final year students. PwC offers the Start Internship, Consulting Internships, and graduate roles in tech and advisory. EY has the Launch Internship Program, the Tech Risk Graduate Program, and EY GDS Campus Hiring Program. Whereas KPMG runs the Ignition Internship, its graduate program, and entry-level advisory associate roles. Some of these are seasonal, but many have rolling applications, meaning you can apply to them anytime. So keeping an eye on their career pages is the key. So to start with, let's understand the different kinds of role you can apply at Big Four companies, also known as line of services. You can find a job in one of these 4 line of service. You can pause the screen to see the kinds of role available in each of these divisions. Now comes the main question. How do you actually apply for jobs at these Big Four companies? Well, there are 3 ways to do so. On-campus recruitment, applying via their career page, and applying via Internshala. So let's break down the details. KPMG, EY, PwC and Deloitte actively hire freshers and graduates from college all across the country for a variety of roles. If any of the Big Four companies visit your college, you can directly apply with the help of your placement cell. For example, PwC India offers Start Internships in consulting and other advisory services, and they typically align them with college calendars. And if the Big Four companies do not visit your campus, you can still apply through their official career page. Here you will find current job openings and can filter them based on the experience, location or department. These companies have their separate flagship hiring programs as well, like Deloitte has Deloitte Graduate School Maverick program, where college students and graduates from engineering, commerce or business background can apply to get entry-level roles. Apart from their official websites, you can also spot openings on LinkedIn and Internshala. Employee referrals work like magic here, so reach out to alumni or connections working in these firms. To apply for Big Four jobs through Internshala, the application process is quite simple. Simply register on internshala.com and create your resume using the free resume builder tool. Select the job role you want to apply for and click on Apply Now. You will be redirected to an application form, then fill out the form and submit it. When you are applying for jobs at the Big Four, a generic resume would not work. You need to customize your resume according to the needs of the company and the requirements of the role. For example, EY recommends while creating your resume, mirror the job description. That means before making your resume for EY, read the job description carefully. Look at the skills, qualification and responsibilities EY is asking for. Then check your own resume and think about how you can highlight similar points in your own words. Also, EY says that whenever possible, use numbers to show the impact of your work. For example, increase sales by 20%. I have also sourced some more resume tips directly from the hiring team at Big Four companies for college students and for freshers. Like list any relevant internship or position of responsibility that you held while at college and include any volunteering or community activities you were a part of. To help you out further, I have compiled a list of resume preparation tips and resources from the Big Four companies and have added them to the description box. I have also added sample resumes for multiple roles at Deloitte. Do check them out to understand how to structure your resume. Now let's talk about the hiring process. Once your resume gets shortlisted, here's what the Big Four hiring process will look like. While the exact number of rounds, their names, and the order in which they are conducted differ from company to company and the role. But there are generally 3 rounds in the hiring process of Big Four companies. First, online assessment. Second, technical interview or case interview. And third, behavioral interview or partner round. Like KPMG has divided its hiring process into 5 rounds: online assessment, group discussion, case study round, evaluation by the recruiter, and evaluation by the technical panel. Whereas PwC has 2 stages in its hiring process: online assessment and interview round. Within the interview round, there are multiple interviews: technical, behavioral, and case interviews, depending on the role and the line of service you are applying for. Similar to PwC, Deloitte also has 2 stages after the initial screening: assessments and interview process. In Deloitte's interview process, the interviews are not categorized as technical or behavioral. Rather, they are categorized as initial screening by the recruiter, which discusses your education, qualification, and background. Lastly, EY recruitment process depends on the role you are applying for. If you are applying for consulting role, the process includes an business aptitude test, case study analysis or case interview, group discussion, and technical and HR interview combined in one interview. Whereas if you are applying for tech roles, the process includes online aptitude and coding tests, technical interviews, and HR interviews. Let's talk about each of these rounds in detail. The online assessment varies from role to role. Like I mentioned earlier, for technical roles, the online assessment focuses on coding questions, whereas for business or consulting related roles, they focus on business aptitude. Broadly, online assessment usually have 3 sections: aptitude, technical, and situational judgment. KPMG refer to the situational judgment section as the psychometric abilities section, whereas PwC commonly calls it SJT, situational judgment test. This section tests your behavioral traits. I will tell you more about it, but first let's talk about aptitude section. The aptitude sections cover quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning, and verbal ability. The technical section covers job-specific questions that test your domain knowledge. And the situational judgment section evaluates how you would respond to various workplace situations. The best way to prepare for this section is to thoroughly understand the core values and culture of the organization and align your answers with the company's principles. And if you're shortlisted and selected for an interview, the recruiting team will schedule an initial interview with you, usually within 1 or 2 weeks. This initial call is an opportunity for them to learn more about your background and experiences, and for you to learn more about the company and the role. Post this, there will be 2 or 3 rounds of interviews to test your technical and job-specific skills. These will be conducted either via video call or in person. Depending on the role you have applied for, there may be 1 or more technical or case interviews. This stage in the hiring process is to evaluate whether you have the necessary knowledge and skills required for the roles or not. If you are applying for divisions like corporate, tax, and audit, the technical interviews will assess your domain knowledge and job-specific skills. I have compiled some tips taken from the hiring team at the Big Four to help you succeed in your technical interviews. If you're applying for advisory or consulting positions, especially management consulting, then you will go through multiple case interviews. During a case interview, the interviewer wants to understand how you listen, how you approach the problem, how you structure your answer, and how you make decisions. The best way to prepare for a case interview is by practicing. All the Big Four companies have provided case study resources and sample case problems on their website. I have added the links in the description box. Make sure you use them to prepare for the interviews. Next, you will have a final stage interview with the hiring manager, senior leader, partner, or director. The interview is commonly known as fit interview or the partner interview. It is designed to evaluate your overall suitability for the role. That is, not just your qualification, but also your alignment with the company's culture and values. While it is primarily a behavioral interview, in some cases you may be asked a mix of technical and behavioral questions. For example, at PwC, the interview assesses your leadership qualities, your teamwork, your integrity, motivation, and alignment with PwC professional competencies such as business acumen. Whereas Deloitte conducts this final interview with a partner or director to evaluate both your technical or role-specific skills and how well you align with Deloitte's culture. To prepare for this interview, the most important thing is to research about the company and understand not just their products and services, but also their history, recent news, and their culture values. And here's the thing, getting in is not just about applying. You also need the right skills. For most Big Four entry roles, they look for strong communication skills, Excel and PowerPoint expertise, basic data analysis knowledge like SQL or Power BI, and a good understanding of business concepts. If you're applying for tech roles, add coding basics or cloud fundamentals to your toolkit. Even if you are missing a skill, that is okay. Just show them that you are ready to learn it quickly. Alright, with that, we have come to the end of this video. If you found this roadmap helpful, do like, share and subscribe for more career guides. And if you would like us to make a roadmap for hiring process of big 3 companies, BCG, McKinsey and Brain, comment big 3 on the video. Until then, all the best.